Good morning. My name is Gregg, and I'm the mentor for the masses. And I'm excited for you today. I couldn't sleep. It's early in the morning. It's around 7 a.m. on Thursday in December of 2023. And I'm excited for you because I've put something together that I'm going to be giving away to everyone that's in direct sales or anyone that's in network marketing, or if you are a coach or you run a business of your own, a small business, and you do a lot of online networking. If that's you, this training I can tell you right now, what I'm about to share with you is going to be life-changing for you for 2024 and beyond. Because what I'm doing is something I've never done before. For many, many years, I've had friends tell me, Stephen, you have such a powerful training, you have such a powerful information, you need to get that information out to the world. And I did. I used to be coaching people. I used to coach people for many, many years and charge a lot of money for that coaching. But I would never give that information away because it was so valuable. What I said this year, I said, you know what? The world's hurting. There's a lot of people right now struggling. There's a lot of people right now that are in business for themselves and they don't know how to generate business. They're networking, they're building relationships, they're making a lot of friendships, they're doing a lot of one-on-one get to know you meetings. They're giving samples and doing all these different things to try to grow their business, but it's just not working. In other words, their networking is not working. And so I said, Stephen, I have the answer, but I can't get it out to everyone because I do coaching one-on-one with some people. And I have a coaching program, but the problem is I can only be limited. I'm very limited of who I can work with individually. And I still do that now. But I said, Stephen, how can this year in 2024 I help the masses? Because your brand is the mentor for the masses. How can I help the masses learn this information? And I came up with this program. It's called the Fast Track Training. It's where you get to try my coaching out for free. Before you decide to work with me or I decide to accept you as a client. I don't accept everyone, but you get to try the entire coaching program out for free. So in other words, what I've done is I've put together something today that you get to have for free. It's called the Fast Track Training. It's a training for about an hour and a half or so. And you get to go in, you get to learn the techniques, the actual techniques I teach when I'm coaching that people invest a lot of money for. You get to try it for free, start using them, start applying them, start getting the results. And then you get to go into our training academy if you want, which I'm basically giving away the entire enchilada for free. Is a one-time fee of $97, virtually nothing, and that's a lifetime membership for you. And if you have a team of people in your company, that you can refer every single person to it. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll tell you my story a little bit. I actually, when I was young, I was 18 years old. I just came out of high school. I watched a video called Countering the Conspiracy to Destroy Black Boys. And when I watched that video, it did something inside of me that you can't even imagine. I mean, I went down to Tent City in Los Angeles and I saw all these homeless and I said, I got to do something for my community. But I was young. I didn't know what to do. I was 18, 19 years old. I said, what am I going to do? So that's when I got into network marketing and I got into direct sales. I started selling cars. I started selling timeshares. I started getting into multi-level marketing. And I was trying different things out. And I had no mentor. I had no coach. I was shy. I was insecure. I didn't know what I was doing. And so I failed. I failed big time for 12 years to the point where I was $70,000 in debt. I was miserable. I was going out partying. I just didn't know what the heck I was doing. Until one day I ran into a guy named Kevin and a guy named Chris. And these guys were very big. Chris was a multimillionaire, and Kevin had done $5 billion in business and TV infomercials. And when I went to them, I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I have this big dream and this big goal. And these guys believed in me. And they shouldn't have, because I was a little punk kid. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I didn't have any skills. I had no money or anything. These guys should not have worked with me, but they did anyway. And I'm so forever grateful for them taking me on as their protege to train me and teach me. So I learned from Kevin and I learned from Chris, and these guys were the biggest people in the direct sales industry. Kevin did $150 million, $180 million in his downline in his network marketing company in 18 months. He taught me how to do this. He put a system together of duplication, and he taught me how to build the business the right way, higher than anybody in the industry of network marketing. And so I learned that information from him in 3 years. Then I went to a company called Aflac. You guys know the company on TV with the duck. I went to Aflac and I started training that information to people in Aflac. And they started learning. And they were like, Stephen, how are you going from zero and make $100,000? Because I made $100,000 my first year in Aflac. So they were like, how are you doing this? So I started training people. Even though I wasn't good at training, I started teaching them what Kevin and Chris taught me. So I started teaching them, and their business grew. And my business grew. I wrote so much business in Aflac from the year 2000 to the year 2004. It's 20 years later. and I still get a residual check from it because I knew how to put a duplicatable system in place. And so that's what I did. I put a system in place and it worked so well. 20 years later, I still get residuals from it. Then I went to another company called Nouveau Riche. It was a real estate investment school. It cost $20,000 to join. And so when I went there, I didn't have $20,000. And I looked at it and I said, I don't have $20,000, but I'm going to join it anyway. Because at that point, I had left Aflac. I had gathered more debt because of business. And I had $150,000 in debt now. But I looked at this company. It cost $20,000 to join. And I said, I'm in. I joined the business. And within 14 months, using the same techniques that's in this training right here, I put $1.4 million in my bank account in 14 months. I trained over 10,000 people how to do this. And people were coming out of the woodwork. They would fly to my office saying, Stephen, how in the heck are you going out meeting cold people and then inviting them to a presentation, and then within 24 hours of cutting you a check for $20,000? How are you doing that? I said, well, I'll teach you. So I started training people. I trained over thousands of people at that time. But then that company went out of business in 2009. And the real estate market crashed. So I decided to do it on my own. And I started coaching companies. Network marketing companies would hire me. Direct sales coaches would hire me. Business owners would hire me. And I would go and I would talk to them. And they said, well, can you teach me this process of meeting cold people, converting that to a sale within 24 hours? I said, no problem. Instead of charging 20 grand, I'll do it for $10,000. And I did. And I did that all the way from 2009 all the way up until COVID. But by the time COVID came, I was kind of living my dream and my dream, I'll tell you, I'm living the dream that I talked about, counting the conspiracy to destroy Black boys. I lead a ministry online. I teach the Bible to pastors all over the world. My message has gone to over 200 million people all over the world, and it's going to go even further this year. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm living my dream. I don't need to do coaching. But what happened is I decided, I'm the mentor for the masses in business, and I'm also the trailblazer in the ministry. So how in the heck am I going to be able to help become the mentor for the masses this year? So I said, I'm living my dream, but I came back to networking. I started going to online networking groups and going to live networking groups. And I started seeing people, and they were always talking about building relationships. You got to build relationships first. You got to make friendships. You got to meet people, and you got to cultivate the relationship before you can make money. And I was thinking, that's not how you do networking. Networking, you go find your ideal clients, and then you attract them to you, and then you help them decide if they want to do business with you by using the right words. Because in your business, I'm going to tell you right now, words matter. You're in the word business and you're in the belief business. You have to learn how to convey your message in a way to get people to say, wow, this makes sense. I would love to speak to you about that. And then you make an effective presentation to get those people to say, man, I want to work with you. And so that's exactly what I've done. I put together this training package to teach you exactly that. I teach you how to generate leads in multiple different places. I teach you how to convert those leads into prospects so that those people that want to be excited to talk to you, not just get to know you meetings. I don't teach you how to do get to know you meetings. I teach you how to make appointments with people that want to meet with you about your services. If you're in network marketing, you can build a team with this. If you're a coach, you can build your coaching business with this. I'm gonna tell you right now, there is no coaching program out there anywhere at any cost that's better than this program, because I hold your hand and teach you step by step, word for word, exactly what to say, how to say it, when to say it, so that you can get results. I teach you exactly what I do. I don't teach you a theory of what I do. I teach you what I do. And so let me tell you right now, I'm going to be blunt with you. You can join this free training right here and literally go build $1 million business with it. You can join the Coaching Academy for $97 and go build $1 million business with it, because I'm going to tell you right now, I have friends that have done it. I have a friend named Matt. Matt took the same training information and went built a multi-million-dollar business out of it. It's called Epic Real Estate. I have another friend named Jay. Jay actually took the same training and went built a multi-million-dollar real estate business out of it. He does an Airbnb type business, and he grew a huge business. That's Cash Flow Diary. Mercedes did the same thing, took the business and took it into the real estate, because that was the industry I was in, and went and took it and built a multi-million-dollar real estate business. That's Cash Flow Diary. And so I'm gonna tell you right now, this system is not a theory. It's not a concept. It works. It's what I do every single day, and I'm giving it away. I'm pleading with you because I really want you to learn this information. I don't know if you've noticed, but economy is changing. Things are changing right now. Money's changing. Banking is changing. Finances are changing. So you've got to learn the skills of what it takes to make it. See, it will be horrible for me to take this information to the grave with me. This information that I have that is that valuable, because Kevin and Chris took me under their wings when I didn't deserve it. when I didn't know what I was doing, when I didn't have the money to pay for it, when I should not have been near them, and they taught me the information. So now, guess what I'm doing? The same thing. I'm paying it forward. Because you know what? Freely you receive, freely give. So guess what I'm doing? I'm giving it away for free now. Now, I am still doing one-on-one coaching. If someone wants to work with me individually, we can talk about that because I don't work with everybody individually. But if there's somebody that wants me to hold their hand and walk them through it, we can talk about that. That's a free strategy session. We can talk about that later. But right now, I want you to join this free training. I want you to click below. You get to download it onto your computer. So you don't have to just watch it here. You can download it. You don't even have to opt in. I don't even need your email. I don't want your email. You don't have to give it to me. You can go ahead and download the free training. You can watch it right here on this training video right here, right below. You can click below and watch the training right now. Or you can actually give it out to your friends, give it out to your teammates, give it out to everybody. I would make this your training system. Make the fast track training, make the academy your training system. Train every single person on your team with this exact same system. Guess what? This is the same system Kevin, when he trained us with his duplicatable system, took his downline and his organization from 0 to $188 million in 18 months. It's the same system, same type of system. So you now have, in the first time in the industry of network marketing or direct sales or coaching, is the first time that this system has been given away. Other coaches sell packages. They sell you another package. Then they sell you another package. They sell you another package. Next thing you know, you got to be in their mentoring program for 20,000 hours. Guess what? Hogwash. You don't need to do all that. You can learn from this training everything that they're going to teach you. You're going to learn all the way from generating the lead all the way to closing the sale. I'm giving away the farm. I'm giving it to you so you can go and grow your business, so you can provide for your family. 2024 is going to be a unique year for a lot of people. I hope it's different for you. I hope you hear what you have in your hands. I'm going to leave you off with this last story. There was this lady and this man, they were older. And, they were probably in their 60s or so, and they died at a, pretty young age. And when they died, their house was a mess. They lived very, very poor. They lived in this apartment complex, and they were really super duper poor. And people came over to clean off their house because they didn't have any family or anything. And they went in there to clean off the house, and they were dusting around the house, and they looked on the wall, and they dusted off this little plaque on the wall. And it was a stock certificate. And they saw that stock certificate, and they dusted it off, and they looked at it, and they saw the name on it. It was like 50 years old. And they said, stock certificate, what is this? And it was for 5,000 shares of stock. And they looked at it, and they dusted it off, and they looked at the name, and it said International Business Machines, IBM. That stock certificate was 50 years old from all the splits and all the splits. It was IBM stock that they had on their wall for 50 years, but they lived broke because they didn't really know what that stock certificate was worth. But they did the math. They looked up the numbers. They totaled it out. That was worth over $20 million. But they didn't know what they had in their hands. They lived poor. They struggled their whole life because they didn't know what they have in their hands. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't believe you know what you have in your hands right now. If you know what's inside of this training, if you go in and try before you buy it, you don't have to buy it. You can just use the free training if you want to. But I can tell you right now, if you try this training out, you start applying what I teach you, and then you take that information and you use it into your business and you go and invest in the $97 one time, no monthly. And I'm going to tell you right now, you have no idea what you have in your hands. I'm going to tell you right now, millionaires have been created from this information. I hope that you be part of my group right now. My goal for the next year is to create 1,000 people that make over $100,000 a year. That's my goal, or more. This message is going out to the world. I hope you see it. I hope you take advantage of it. And I can't wait to get your testimonial video. Again, my name is Stephen Gregg. I'm the mentor for the masses. Hope you take advantage of it. Click below, watch the video, download it on your computer, share it with everyone, and then sign up for the academy. I look forward to seeing you inside. You guys have a blessed day.